So thanks for joining this webinar today. I hope you find it helpful. My name is David Massey and I'll be the UKCES Executive Lead for this competition. I'll be supporting Sean Taggart, who you've just seen on the previous video, who's championing this competition, and he'll be supported by Dave Prentice, who's General Secretary of Unison. So firstly, to recap, in the first video we heard from Scott Waddington, who will be the Commissioner leading the overall UK Futures programme for UKCES. Scott talked about three things. He talked about how we want to adopt an R&D approach to the Futures programme, what UKCES has to offer employers who are interested in responding to these competitions, and what UKCES expects from applicants. So why are we focusing on the hospitality and retail sectors? Well, as Sean outlined in the previous video, the hospitality and retail sectors are two of the most important in the economy, accounting for about 20% of all jobs. Not only this, they're also set to grow in the future. But despite this importance, these sectors are facing critical challenges recruiting, retaining and upskilling their workforce, and many of these issues are tied to the prevalence of low pay. Employees in these industries are of course well aware of these issues, and a recent survey found that many retail employers in particular believe that their staff are not fully committed to their business. So what are we looking for from applications? So we're looking for proposals from employers of all sizes, groups of employers, employer representative bodies, or indeed individual employers in these sectors to come up with proposals that tackle the issue of increasing earnings for low-income workers, while also addressing the costly retention, recruitment and skills gaps faced by businesses in these industries. This means that all proposals must look to increase the pay of low-paid workers and have a positive impact on business through, for example, lower staff turnover, better productivity or better staff engagement, and it's down to proposals to set out what these benefits might be. All successful proposals submitted to the competition must demonstrate the following. So they must have strong employer leadership and engagement, they must have the right balance of public and private contributions to the project, and for private contributions both cash and in kind are acceptable, and this must depend on the nature of the project. Innovation, so we're interested in new and interesting ideas that are not the mainstream. How projects would undertake the testing of the innovative aspects of the programme and how they will share learning with the UKCES other projects and more widely. And finally, the potential for impact to the project and how you could address these problems over the long term. So I'll now provide you with some really important facts and figures about this competition. First of all, the deadline for submissions is the 28th of November 2014. The interviews will be held in London on the 29th and 30th of January 2015. All applicants will be informed of a decision in mid-February, and we want to get proposals up and running in April 2015. The amount of public support available from ourselves and from the Department for Work and Pensions is £2 million, and this is to be split across a number of successful projects, with the maximum government contribution being £250,000. We're expecting proposals to last for around 12 to 18 months. Guidance documents providing examples of what we mean by innovation or public and private contributions are essential reading materials for anyone who's considering a proposal, and you can find these on the UKCES website. Also, the competition briefing document and application form, which expand further on all of this, are both available on the UKCES website. Again, these are essential reading for anyone looking to submit an application. So the first question then is, does our investment need to be cash or can it be in kind? And the answer is, it can be in kind, in cash or both, but again needs to be appropriate to the type of project. The second question is, I'm a small employer, can I put in a single proposal on my own or do I need to join a consortium? And the answer is both are fine. You can put in a single proposal on your own or as part of a consortium application, whichever you would prefer. And the final question is, how will you be looking to measure the success of projects? Well, there are two main measures of success. And the first one is, will the project improve pay for low-paid staff? And secondly, will the project deliver positive outcomes for business, for example, increased productivity and bottom-line profits, greater staff retention, improved staff satisfaction and reductions in recruitment and induction costs? These will be monitored throughout the project and through the evaluation afterwards. We want proposals to set out when these impacts will be achieved if it isn't within the 12 to 18 month lifetime of the project itself. That's it. Thanks for watching, and I hope you find the rest of the webinar useful.